What's up, friends? Let's do a You Got 5 Minutes today. Friendly reminder You Got 5 Minutes is all about identifying a self limiting belief, a roadblock, something that's in your way or holding you back, and then making a plan to address it. And today I have a topic that I want to start talking about that I will do a handful of episodes on. This one is one that there's a number of things we could go over. And again, we got 5 minutes here, so I'm going to start today and I continue in a couple of other episodes. And so that topic is topic of comparison. Now, comparison is helpful if you are trying to decide what pair of shoes to buy or what to eat for dinner. I can compare Taco Tuesday or Lasagna Wednesday, whatever, right? Sure, make a comparison. Now, when it comes to comparing yourself to others, or even comparing yourself to a past version of you, how is that affecting you? Let's start off with that basic question. How is that affecting you? And I'll speak to again in my own experience, and I'll speak to the context of the gym. Sometimes I hear things like, "Oh, I can't do what they can do. I can't lift as much as they can," and stuff like that. And so, what are comments like that doing to are they helping you or hurting you? That's the main question here. And so let's dig into that a little bit more specifically now. So again, for right now, let's look at comparisons in the context of you comparing yourself to someone else. And let's look at that example of I can't lift as much weight as they can. So the first thing I want to point out in that phrase or that thought is that there are two people in the sentence, you and the person you're comparing yourself to. So if we look at this idea of comparisons in this phrase and use this phrase as the example and look at the specific words in it, because again, if you know me, I talk a lot about why words are important. Then we're going to see a couple of things. The first thing we see there is that there are two people in the phrase, you and someone else. And the other thing that I'm seeing in this phrase, which is relevant, is the fact that there's an I can't. So this phrase overall is doing two things. One, it's taking your focus off of yourself and onto someone else, right? So again, is that helping you? Yes or no? And then the second thing here is that that word can't. The word can't is taking your focus onto the thing that you can't do, right? So let's fix both of those things. Fix number one, in the sense of the comparison, take that other person out of the equation. Okay, so really all we're doing with that phrase then is taking the last half of that sentence off. So if the original sentence was I can't do what they can do, take out the what they can do. And then you just have the first half of the phrase, which is I can't do. So great. So now the next fix to make is you'd go from can't to can. Can't to can. Let's open up a can of what you can do. Okay. And it's, so now we've got a phrase of I can do. And then fill in the blank. What can you do? So what we've done here is we've brought our focus very specifically away from someone else and back onto ourselves. And also we've brought our focus onto the thing that we are currently able to do. And this is again the first dive into comparisons and how to address them when they show up for you, because they still show up for me in a handful of different contexts. I have to catch myself and I have to be like, oh, wait a second, I need to refocus my attention onto myself so that I can make any kind of progress in doing what I know I'm able to do. And now we are right at 5 minutes. So that's the first dive into comparisons. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
If you enjoyed this episode, I invite you to do any of the following to show your support. Number 1, please rate, review, and subscribe on whatever platform you're listening. Number 2, head over to my Buy Me a Coffee page and buy me a coffee. The link is in the show notes. Number 3, share this episode with a friend so they can have more awesome in their life too.